Your ex is a narcissist. Your boss is a narcissist. Your mother, your roommate, that friend who never texts back. All narcissists. At least, that's what the internet keeps telling you. Here's the weird thing, though. Narcissism isn't even going up. The best data we've got says it's been basically flat for 40 years. And if anything, lately, it's been sliding down. So, where'd all these narcissists come from? And it's not just that one word. We do it with all of them. Somebody disagrees with you? That's gaslighting now. Somebody you'd rather not deal with? Toxic. A rough week? Trauma. We took this language that used to point at something specific and, kind of sanded it down into a way to win the argument. Some researchers actually went and pulled 4 decades of data to find this narcissism epidemic everyone keeps talking about. And it just wasn't there. The scores sat flat through the 80s and 90s, and then they started drifting down. So that's the puzzle. We're calling more people narcissists than ever about a thing that isn't even spreading. Which means either we all quietly turned narcissistic the second nobody was looking, or, we just lost track of what the word means. So, okay, what even is a real one? Because that falling number is everyday narcissism, the personality quiz kind. The actual disorder is rare, something like 1% of people, and it's a real serious thing. Not the selfies, not the big ego, not the guy who won't shut up about himself. That's what the word's supposed to point at. Now hold it up next to the guy who left you on red for 3 days. Yeah, not the same planet. Okay, so if almost nobody we call a narcissist actually is one, why does it feel so good to say? And here's where I've got to come clean, because I have done this. For about a year, I had a whole bit about my old roommate, let's call him Theo, about how he was a textbook narcissist. I had the material. The way he'd reframe every fight so he came out the reasonable one. The thing where he'd forget he owed you money. I could do 5 minutes on Theo at a party. Got laughs. And then I was moving out, going back through old texts to split a utility bill, and I read the thread back. And yeah, this is the part I didn't love. About half of those messages were me. Me being cold, me keeping score, me doing the exact reframing thing I'd pinned entirely on him. He wasn't a saint, but Narcissist had let me file 2 whole years under his name and just walk off clean. Because that's the actual job the word does. It's not really describing them, it's more of a favor to you. The second you land on Narcissist, the story gets simple. There's a bad guy, and there's you. And you're off the hook for the annoying part. The, okay, I wasn't perfect either part. Case closed. And it's a 2-for-1, right? If they're the sick one, then you're automatically the well one. They're broken, your hands are clean. The label sort of lets you off while it's busy convicting them. And the sneaky bit is the last one. It's not only that you got hurt, now you're correct. There's a clinical word for what they are, so you get to be the wronged party and the expert on it at the same time. None of that needs them to actually be a narcissist. It just needs you to say it. I'm proof. So, and this is the uncomfortable one, that reflex, where everyone around you has to be the broken one so that you never have to be. Where you just will not look in the mirror. That's got a name too. It's just not the one you've been throwing at everybody else. I'm not going to sit here and tell you you're the narcissist. That's the same dumb trick just pointed backwards. But the certainty, that feeling of being completely, cleanly sure, that's the part I'd be nervous about. So why now? Why'd this blow up in the last few years specifically? Couple things crashed into each other. All this therapy language walked out of the actual therapist's office and onto the internet, which is mostly good. People finally had words for stuff that happened to them. But the words came loose from the real thing underneath. They stopped meaning something specific and started being a vibe. And a vibe, it turns out, makes incredible content. My ex is a narcissist. Here's 9 red flags. That thing flies. Villain, victim, checklist, all in one. My relationship was complicated and I made some of the same mistakes he did. Dies in the drafts. Nobody's saving that one. The apps didn't invent the urge to diagnose everybody. They just found out it pays and put it on a conveyor belt. Every time you reach for the word, there's a feed somewhere quietly clapping. And it costs you something. When every difficult person is just a narcissist, you stop being able to have a hard conversation with anyone. You've already decided they can't have one. So nothing gets repaired. There's a quieter cost too. Every time we throw it at somebody who just annoyed us, it gets a little lighter. And somewhere out there, somebody's actually surviving a real one. And they're going to need that word to still mean something when they finally have to say it out loud. So I'm not telling you to never use it again. Sometimes it's the exact right word, and you'll know. The fix is smaller than that. It's one question before the word leaves your mouth. Not, are they a narcissist, but, what does calling them one let me not deal with? Because that, most of the time, is the actual job it's doing. Not figuring them out. Skipping past you. The internet handed all of us a diagnosis none of us earned the right to hand out. And it feels like clarity. That's the whole trap. Being sure feels exactly like understanding something. So next time you're dead certain someone's a narcissist, just notice how good that certainty feels. How clean. That feeling isn't insight. Most of the time it's just you, quietly closing a door, and being a little relieved it's shut.